Hi, and welcome back to the channel. Time for something a little bit different this time. Still linked to play, and it's talking about the difference between ambition and vision. So, back in January, again, something my housemate said, which was just an off-the-cuff remark. He was talking about my YouTube channel, talking about this channel, and other things, and he just said that it would be a good idea to give everything to God. And I struggled with that. I mean, obviously, I've gone through that, I did it, but I struggled when I did it. And the reason I struggled isn't because of of how you might expect. It wasn't because I wanted this channel to grow and I wanted to become to be big and all of that. And I was really looking forward to that, and giving it to God would mean that that would go. That wasn't what was in my. It's just that if it isn't meant to grow, then I struggled with doing it at all. Because, what's the point in doing it if it isn't meant to grow? So when I got through that, I started thinking about the difference between ambition and vision. And I remembered something that I heard in a sermon a long, long time ago, which was that ambition, when it's talked about in the Bible, is usually talked about in a negative way. It's usually linked to selfishness. And I looked it up and I only found two references where it's not linked to selfishness, and one of them was having an ambition to lead a quiet life, and the other was about an ambition. Paul talked about that he always had an ambition to preach the gospel wherever people weren't, and that's kind of what this channel is doing. Not preaching the gospel exactly, but what I'm talking about, though it's on YouTube and there are plenty of other people on YouTube, there's not very many people talking about creativity. So at least I'm going along with that in some way. But so the difference between ambition and vision is that ambition is something that you can see. You want. You have a particular thing that you want. You want to see it happen. You want to see it grow, and you want to see it grow in a particular way. Whereas with a vision, it comes from God, but it doesn't just come from God. It's like, God, this is in your hands. I have no idea what's going on. I have no idea what it's going to become, if it becomes anything more than just this. So after I got through giving it back to God, that's where I got to. I got to the point with this channel where I'm going to continue doing it, but I'm not going to really think too much about the future, which is where it comes back into the playing. We talked about playing, and I think the problem, the reason adults struggle so much with playing, with even the idea of playing, is that everything in adult life is pointed towards looking at results. That we're told to look to the future, to save up, to buy a house, to get married, have children. It's almost like there's a plan set out for us. And whatever it is, people talk about career paths, investing, whatever. You're looking to the future, you're looking for a result. And play is just the opposite of that. Play is not looking for a result. Play is as close to just being as possible. So that is what I'm aiming and hoping I will be able to do with this channel. That I will be able to play, as in I will keep doing the channel, but I won't be looking to the future with it. I'll just do each video, just put it out there, leave it up, see what happens. And whatever happens, I'll keep doing it until and unless God tells me to do something else, not to do this. And I'm trying to get my head around that in all the things I do, in my creativity and writing poems. And just, as much as possible, just be in the moment when I'm doing them. I'm not saying that God doesn't have a plan. God very much definitely has a plan. But when God gives us a direction, a vision, points us in a particular direction, he very rarely tells us all the details. He knows what he's doing. He knows what he wants us to do. He knows where we're going to end up. But he doesn't take us there. And he very much prefers it if we stick with him and take it one step at a time. So that's what and that is what play is really all about. Play is just being where you are, doing what you're doing right now and enjoying it. So if I had anything to say, it was, just tell me. I'm just telling you that's what I'm doing, what I'm going through. Whether that will make a difference to the channel that's visible or not, I don't know. I hope that it looks as if I hope it becomes visible, that I'm enjoying doing it more. But I would just suggest that to you, that whatever it is that you have in mind, whatever it is God's given you to do, just take it one step at a time. Just do the next thing, the thing that you know God's got you to do, and enjoy it while you're there. And then the next thing. And can pretty much guarantee, whether or not you're surprised at where you end up, you'll have a much happier and more fun time of it while you're getting there. So that's that. If you have any questions, any encouragements, put them in the comments and we'll just see where we go from here. Okay, cheers, bye for now.